Do you feel overwhelmed when you think of nutrition, when you think of food? I don't know if you are familiar with constantly tracking your calories, your proteins, fats. I've been there. And if you feel stressed out, this is completely normal. You do everything correctly. You try to hit the right amount of protein, of carbs, but you lost the connection with food because you kind of like feel guilty. You don't know if what you're eating is what is supposed to be right for you, for your health, for your fitness journey, without even mentioning all the things we see online, right? Perfectly organized girls that meal prep everything in advance and have it all figured out already. Like, they already know what they're gonna eat every day for lunch and dinner and for breakfast. Like, on the weekend, they prepare everything and they have it all done. Our feed are literally filled with such people. I don't know about you, but I am so stressed out when I think of that, because I'm trying to hit the right amount of protein, right amount of calories, right amount of fats. But when I see that, my relationship with food kind of loses the pleasure of, eating, of feeling all the flavors. It kind of like becomes something that I have to display, a duty. And it makes you feel like you are the problem when it comes to food, because you are not doing the right thing. You are not following the plan of other super fit girls that you see online. So it must mean you got it all wrong. And honestly, this is something I've been struggling a lot, especially lately. When you're trying to go to the gym 4 times a week and follow a diet, try to eat the right things, try to gain fat, try to have muscles without being too fat. So eating the right amount of calories without being too much, because then you kind of like look puffy. It was becoming such a present thought in my head. I was thinking about this diet so much. I was completely drained by the fact that food was just a tool to me, the tool that would have allowed me to get to my dream physique. I don't want you to think that food is a tool. Food is something special on its own, and you should never settle for what other people are displaying on social media. Because what I've seen online is always that same kind of meal prep, sweet potatoes, rice, chicken, vegetables. The truth is, once you spend time with yourself in the kitchen, you can reinvent yourself in so many different ways. You can find out new recipes that you like. You can just spend 2 hours at the groceries and see whatever stands out to you. You can ask ChatGPT different kind of foods that have carbs or that have calories, or maybe the proteins that you need. And one thing that I used to think was that if you don't have the money, because I'm a student and I am on a low budget, so I was convinced that, okay, if you want to be healthy, if you want to eat healthy, you have to spend a lot. I would say it is true. If you want to have that more of a flavor, you will have to pay more. But this doesn't mean that you cannot have your own delicious meal even on a low budget. Of course, you can't afford prime cuts, okay? You will have to buy chicken, turkey. But if you invest time on that, if you use your creativity, I promise you, there are so many different spices you can add to your food to make it so delicious. You don't need all those expensive things you see online. Because you can invent yourself and do, a puree if you don't like eating potatoes the whole time. So when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to eat, and at the same time trying to follow a template, I was just feeling like so wrong. Like something is wrong with me. I'm not eating what I'm supposed to eat. I'm not hitting the right amount of protein. I find it so hard, And honestly, I would eat every day protein powder, which I don't know about you, but it kind of feels like too artificial to me, and I don't feel healthy when I'm eating that. So you're kind of like following all the recipes, add protein powder, add creatine, but then you can like, I'm kind of like suspicious. I don't like what I'm eating, but I'm supposed to be doing this if I want to achieve my goal. And if I don't like what I'm eating, and everyone is kind of telling me that this is the right food I have to eat, there must be a problem with me. There is a problem with me, because that's the recipe, that's the thing you have to do if you want to get to that body that you love. But then you kind of like don't like those recipes, and you don't like protein powder, you don't like that you have to eat every day, like, I don't know, 5 eggs, chicken breast. Then it begs the question, how is everyone else living their life? Like, is this even real? Are they enjoying what they're doing? Or are they just doing this because they like to display their lives everywhere? The main thing is that diet culture is literally selling you an idea of control, like of being disciplined, of following those recipes, of eating like 5 foods a day that will change your body. But it's actually making you lose contact with what your body truly needs. Especially if you're a woman, we have cycles. We need different foods in different times and different seasons. Even our body sometimes tells us, okay, I need to eat something more savory, something more sweet. I'm craving, vegetables, I'm craving fruit. Listen to your body. Are you eating because you are using food as a tool because you want a certain physique? Or are you eating because you want to nurture your soul? You want to nurture your body and grow in strength. You don't have to eat for your looks. Because if you're only eating thinking of, okay, I'm doing this so that when I go to gym, I can just have that pump that I want. Over time, I'm telling you, it literally erodes your brain. You constantly think of that. You can't see food as something that is kind of a vehicle to pleasure, something that you actually enjoy. And the thing is, when you see those beautiful girls that have the time to meal prep everything in advance on the weekend, it's always rich girls with huge, beautiful houses, huge kitchens, and with so much time, with no flaws, beautiful, always wearing gym clothes that fit them perfectly. Like, it's so unrealistic. And I don't know about you, but when I get to the end of the week, I am so tired that the last thing I want to do is just spend other 3 hours preparing the meals for the next week. I just want to lay down and relax for a moment. I've just been working out the whole week, And this is the hidden part of this old diet culture. It shows you templates that are not realistic, and you are there wasting your time, your energy, your mental peace for something that is not realistically and concretely feasible. And they're making you think that you are the wrong one because you can't get it all done. It's literally a way in which they're keeping you trapped in your own fear, and with your anxiety, you are even sabotaging your own goals. Your anxiety, because you can't be like they are showing you to be, is causing you to produce even more cortisol, which ultimately will not bring you to the place where you want to be. It's a way to keep you trapped. Most of the content creators you see online, and this is one of the reasons I hate what 90% of people are doing online, they want you trapped. They want you trapped. They want to give you the way in which you should live your life, in which you could be perfect for society, actually preventing you from growing in your own potential so that they can profit out of that. They can profit out of seeing you stuck in your own place, in your own space, and be insecure, in the meantime consuming their own material. So wake up, find your own genuine way into fitness. Stop following trends, stop following what other people are telling you to do. You are the only one person that you should listen to, and learn to select people that you listen. And then guys, just write me in the comment, what is the most strange thing that a diet culture made you do, made you believe it was true, it was right? Because I could list so many things I've done, and I look back and I'm like, this is not feasible. This is not something that a person with a normal busy life would do. Thank you guys for watching my video until the very end, and if you like that, let me know in the comments, and see you next time. Love you.